Real quick, sis, episode 3. Why is it so hard to make friends at a big age? Like, why is it so hard? Who said it had to be this hard? I find it more difficult as I get older to make friends, like to truly become someone's friend, to have the time, the energy, the dedication, commitment to really nurture those relationships. And I feel like for me, it's a couple of reasons why. I mean, I want you guys to sound off in the comments because I feel like it's just harder to really make friends as adults. So let's get Before we go further in this video, make sure if you like this type of content and this is something that you've kind of been itching to talk about, that you like, comment, and subscribe because I do long form videos too of the same type of conversations because it's not an honest conversation we can always have on social media or honest conversation we can always have with people around us because it may be the people around us. It may be the people around us. Let me be honest. So make sure, sis, pause the video, like, comment, subscribe. Let's join the community and let's talk about it. One of the reasons why I feel like it's hard to make friends as an adult is competition. I'm just going to get the elephant out the room and maybe this bump on my chin too. Let's just go ahead and get the elephant out the room and let's talk about competition. I think women more so today than ever, or maybe we just have more visibility into it, but I feel like women compete with each other all the time. Have you ever walked in a room and you get these stares? Like all of a sudden people are judging you. You could just see these bubbles popping up in their mind. They think they all that. She think this or if you try to smile at someone and they don't smile back. I think there's always this instant competitiveness when women see each other. And sometimes just people, when they see each other, this is instant. What do they have that I don't have? And why do people look at things like that? Because if we're being honest, who cares? Like what they're doing in their life is not hindering you, not hurting you, not bothering you, not helping you. Why do you care? So why is that this big thing that instantly there's this notion of competition? It's rarely that you see baddies together really rooting each other on and stuff like that. So I feel like that's one reason why it's harder, right? To have friends. And I feel that it's hard to make friends at this age. Guys, if I'm being honest, and this is the real thing, right? Time. Every relationship, no matter what type of relationship it is going to take work and you're going to have to nurture those relationships. Yes, sis, yes, even friendships, you have to nurture those and spend time. But when you are in certain areas of your life or certain, times of your life, you don't have that time unless you really commit to making that time. For me, I'm an empty nester. I don't have small children at home. Um, so I don't have that obligation, but I do work, school and stuff like that. So I do have some obligations, but my time may be different from a friend of mine who has a 10-year-old and a 14-year-old. Her time looks different than mine. So trying to figure out what time works for the both of us is hard. So time really is a thing. It's a thing because you have all these other obligations that you have to commit to, spend time and dedicate your time to, and you're trying to carve out more time and you're having to prioritize. Is it the kids or is it your friends? It better be the kid, right? Like who is it? Is it your husband or is it your friends? He gonna win every time. So it's just those things. Like time really is a thing. So I feel like we have less times to really nurture friendship. Number 3, distance. I feel like if we stay far away from each other, it's harder to find middle ground. It's harder for us to get together. It's just harder. I have good friends that stay 40 miles away. Love them down, but baby, hey. But if I'm being honest, it's hard for us to get together because we have to find a middle ground. 40 miles? Y'all know how far it is? I ain't no driver. So she drives a foreign, but she don't like to drive. I'm she. So with that being said, like distance does make a difference. Like if my girlfriend stayed right across the street, now we wouldn't be over each other's house every day because we respect each other's privacy. But I mean, we'd be like, girl, what you doing tonight? I'm gonna come over. Let's do that. I mean, it would be easier for us to do that. So distance does impact making friends at a big age. And sis, letting your guards down. I think because of past relationships, we all on and when I say relationships, I'm not just talking about spousal, girlfriend, boyfriend. I'm talking about past friendships. We're all on guard with people's intention. And if we see a little glimpse, a titi, if we see a titi of something reminding us of what happened bad back then, baby, we cut it off. We cut it off, we chop it off, we gonna dead the situation real quick. And although I think that that's healthy, I don't think that that's the case all the time. So we have to be careful of what patterns we're looking at versus a single incident. We have to treat everybody separately until they show us different. We can't take old stuff into new stuff. And that's all relationships. You hear people talking about that with couples. No, friendships. You can't take old stuff into new stuff, right? So we have to be mindful of that because if I see a glimpse of something, I'm good. I'm good on that. I'm good. But that's not the case all the time. So we have to give people a chance. We have to let our guards down. We have to open up, warm up for those types of things. And I feel like sometimes we're so closed off that we don't do that. So that's another reason why it's hard to make friends at our age. And the hustle is real. We're all trying to grind to get to that next level. And sis, while that's good, while that's great, like grind and hustle because it's in us, right? And we never let that go. But don't let it be over nurturing your real life. Like social media is a piece of your life, it's not your full life. So we have to be mindful of that. So don't always choose doing something to grind as opposed to really taking a beat and spending time with the people who you love, right? And then being intentional with that time. We can't always have our phone out. We can't always checking social media for likes and you can't do that. Especially when you're an influencer, like we have to take a moment to really enjoy the moment. Everything is not vloggable. Everything shouldn't be shared. And so other people may not feel comfortable either. So we really have to spend the time to do those things. Yeah, we have to be intentional. I think one of the good things about social media is that we can build communities like this one and really feel a part of something. And you never know like who you're going to meet from this that will become that bestie that you met at 40 years old, that bestie that you met at 30 years old, that bestie that you met right before your life changed at 20 something. Um, so that's what I love about social media. You get to interact with people, and sometimes in real life, the connection happens, the journey happens. So that's the hopefulness. But it's hard for us to make friends. So I want us to start looking at the things that we can do, right? That's within our control to change how we show up for ourselves and how we nurture those friendships. And really, like, girl, take a B12 and go out. Like, take a sip of that energy drink and go out. Um, Move some of your meetings in the morning and go out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you also like the outfit of the day. This shirt is so comfortable. I don't even want to take it off. All right, sis.